Good morning. This is Scheets with Stampin' with Sushi, and today is Monday. Monday is the day that I make simple cards, and this week is Paper Pumpkin Week. So the cards that I will be featuring this week will be made with the current Paper Pumpkin set called So Cool. It is very different from some of the other kits, but lots and lots of fun to work with. So let me switch the camera and we'll get started with our day. Okay, since this is Monday, I want to share with you the cards that I got this past week. This is the first one. Isn't that cool? Everything coordinates with that wonderful, I think it's granny apple green color that was the celebration paper. So I just think that's simple and lovely and perfect for today, right? Simple Monday. And this card is from a woman that I don't know about you guys, but I did some house cleaning last week. And when I did some house cleaning here in my stamping room, I found some more German and French sayings. And so I mailed a second card and sayings to the two ladies that were interested. And one of the ladies sent me this thank you note. I love it. Okay, the next card is from one of my pen pals who hadn't been able to send cards for a while. But don't you love what she did with last month's Paper Pumpkin kit? I love how she made this frame, and then she has this cute little silhouette sitting in the corner of it. And then, of course, the accents with the black rhinestones. And this is from Bonnie. And, oh my gosh, very, very cute. And then this last card is from another pen pal that I hadn't heard from for a while. And look how simple that is. Embossing the background, putting a piece of designer paper on the front, and the saying. And I love what she did with the punch. I like to do that too. She punched it in white, and then she punched it again and cut it in half, and now it's an accent on the edges. And then the inside is also very pretty. And this is from Kimberly. Now, I do want to do an apology out there to all the people that I showed their cards last week. I just wasn't aware of what I was doing, and I showed addresses. So I apologize deeply to all of you, and know that I will never do that again. So I hope you'll forgive me for showing your address last week. But it's such a delight to get cards in the mail. I have so much fun when Sam tells me, my husband tells me, that there's something in the mail for me. The next thing I want to show you that are simple cards is now that more people are being vaccinated, I got a call from an assisted living facility that I went and did classes in before COVID hit. And so they were interested in having me come back. Now, I've been fully vaccinated, and all their members that live there have. So I'm going this afternoon, and over the years that I've been going there, I've learned how to do the cards for people that live in nursing homes or assisted living. And basically, I do everything for them and put all the supplies in an envelope. I even have the cards scored for them, and then they put them together however they want. So this is, I always assemble a sample. So this is one of the samples of what they're going to do this afternoon. And I had these all made up before COVID hit and used some of the wonderful sayings about being quarantined. So I hope they won't mind using these because a lot of people are still quarantined. Then this is the second card that they're going to do. So I have already pre-punched the oval, and in this case, since I haven't been there for over a year, I pre-stamped. And then I put all the other supplies, the background and the strips of designer paper, and they can choose whatever side they want. And then they always like a saying in the middle, because then they don't have to think about writing a message, because a lot of them it's a hard time writing. So it says hello on the front, and then in the inside, just wanted to send some happy thoughts your way. And I think they'll really enjoy that. It sounds overly simple to us, but just the fact that they have supplies there and that they can create their own card is enough for them. Okay, and then the last card they're going to be making, and the wonderful thing about doing this is that I can use up some of my retired supplies because they don't have the finances to actually make purchases. So this is some of the menswear paper. I don't even know if that's the right name, but you know what I'm talking about. And so I had quite a bit left over, so I made the background and then I flipped over. And so this is the other side of that paper. And then I put this saying, and it says, thinking of you with all my heart. Life is better with friends like you. And they all have a little strip of the designer paper to put underneath the saying, so it shows up a little bit. So I thought you might like to see. And on one of the What Is It Wednesdays, I might talk about, what you do if you're going to work with seniors. How do you prep your cards? Because over the years, I've learned to do it a lot differently than when I started. All right, now let's get for the template of the week. So this is kind of a weird looking one, isn't it? This is the main part as far as I was concerned. And then if you can do any shape on the top, it really doesn't have to be curved like that. It can be whatever you want. But that's how I read this card anyway. So I'm going to make you a simple card using this template today. And then on Thursday, I will step it up, of course, twice. So what I picked, and the paper pumpkin kit this month is also coordinating with the ice cream suite designer paper and the suite. Isn't that cool? So I chose one of the colors, and it's terracotta tile. I don't know if I've showed you this, but I will go into more detail on Wednesday. But with every kit, you get an instruction packet, and the part I look at the back is what are the coordinating colors. So Bermuda Bay, Blackberry Bliss, Bumblebee, Cinnamon Cider, Old Olive, and Terracotta Tile. Terracotta Tile is one of the in colors that is leaving. Just so happens I have a whole lot of that cardstock still, so I thought that I would use it for my cards. So that's what my base is, standard base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I just took apart one of the envelopes and did my little curvy line. I didn't use a pattern, I just freehand cut that. So I'm going to get that on the card. I actually put this card together, and then I realized, wait a minute, you need to put it together on Monday. So I took it off and put some powder on there so it wouldn't be sticky. Now, I have learned a trick with my seal. I've told you about if your seal won't start, you can rub it on a silicone pad. But the other thing I've learned, and I am a heavy-handed person, is a very light touch keeps it from messing up. And since I've been trying to be very light about my touch, it's amazing how much easier it is to stamp it. All right, so there, I feel like I've accomplished the first part of the template. So for my shape, I cut apart one of the cards. Now, isn't that the cutest thing? So it has a white component that folds behind it, and I just cut it at the fold. And I figured that would look really cute right there. And since it's simple, I'm just going to put some tape on here and attach it. You can kind of see where I had my tape before. All right. I kind of want to angle it so it's all on the card, but you can see the background. Then, of course, you need a saying. So this is one of the sayings. I absolutely like the script that's involved. I'm really one that really likes a lot of different fonts. And this is the stamp set that comes with it. And so that nice bold font looks really cool. You are so cool. There's happy birthday, there's hey there, and there's way to go. So for this one, I, figured popsicle's cool. Let's do you are so cool. So I think I'll place it sort of in the middle of the popsicle, like that. Okay, so you need an inside when you have a dark color like this. So I've already placed in my Whisper White, and I usually cut it 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And I cut another strip of that envelope, and I'm going to just lay it right here. It gives, and I don't need a saying on the inside. That's where I usually write my message. So I'm going to put some adhesive on that. And I want to show you a gift that my sister gave me from the Dollar Tree. So you know how I'm always talking about, can I get it straight or not? So I am going to line this up with the side of my cardstock and put it right here. And I am just going, well, maybe I want it down a little bit further. About like that. Now, that looks straight to me, and I'm looking at the 4-inch mark and the 4-inch mark there. Those are straight. So now I'm going to just lay my strip at the top of this. Okay, wait a minute. I got to move it over a little bit so I'm at the edge of the white. Okay, so I'm going to lay my strips. Let me see how. Okay, so I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to put it, I think I cut it so it would fit side to side. There. All right, look at that. Well, what do you think? I think that sure helped me get it straight. Now, one of the other things... No. All right, and then, of course, you need an envelope that matches. So I have another strip. Here it is. I knew it wasn't. And I'm going to put this on the side. And I know my address label might interfere, but I don't really care. It'll still give a matching look. And see, I don't know if you can tell, but I am being so very gentle, and it still comes out. I don't know. I guess I thought you needed to be really heavy-handed to have the glue come out, but you really don't have to be. All right. So here is a simple card using this template. Now, if you come back on Thursday, you're going to see how I pop this up. There's a whole bunch of different things I could do. Could change what's at the bottom here. I could pop up the popsicle, pop up the saying, do something in the background. So I'll have some time to think about it, and you too, and come back to see what I do to step up this simple card. Tomorrow, I'm going to share with you how to cut out all the things you need for the card of the week which is called the Pop-Up Swing Card. So come back tomorrow to get your cutting instructions, and then come back on Friday to make the card. And then Wednesday, for What Is It Wednesday, I'm going to be featuring this month's Paper Pumpkin kit to show you all the things that you can do with it. Now, before I go, I have been teasing you all last week about my online class. So I'm going to give you some ideas about the online class. So the cost is going to be $35. With that price, you'll get all the supplies for 6 cards. And throughout the week, I shared with you the cards. This is one of the cards where it uses every single one of the colors. And then each one of the cards featuring one of the colors is just a little bit different. For example, the flowers are on the right here. On this card, they're on the top. On this card being green, there's not quite so many flowers. And here's the other green one. And then on this card, they're on the left. And in addition, on each card, there are strips of every single additional color we have in that color family in Stampin' Up, so that you can compare the new in color with our old colors. And then, all right, so you'll get all the supplies except for a saying, but you'll have even the tag that you can put your saying on as part of the class. In addition, you're going to get 2 sheets of every one of the in-color papers. You're going to get a yard of each one of the in-color ribbons. You're going to get, now I've used some of these, but you're going to get a whole pack of the gems. You're going to get a half a pack of the adorable little flowers. Aren't they? They're really cute. They go on very easily with a glue dot. And then hopefully your all of your things will be in a bag, and you'll get 4 other bags. Now, if that's not orderable at the time, then I will substitute it with something else. But you're getting $20 worth of supplies that you can use to make additional cards. But all in your pack, you're going to have all the supplies you need, so all the little strips of paper that you'll need. And in addition, look, all of these flowers are extras. So you'll have additional flowers in which you can make other cards to your liking. So I hope that gives you a feel for what exactly is involved in the price for the class. And as this week goes on, registration will start on May 1st, but as the week goes on, I'll be giving you even more details. Well, thank you for watching today. Have a wonderful day. And as always, try to find some time for stamping. Until tomorrow, bye-bye.